Fairfield Federal, in cooperation with Interface Video, presents the Lancaster Festival, live from downtown. Also brought to you by the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield DD, Buckeye Toyota, Fairhope Hospice, Walker Shoe Center, Personal Touch Party Rentals, Fairfield Parks, Buckeye Lake Marina, and Dagger Law.
As we hear the Lancaster clock chime, it is 12 o'clock. Welcome to Lancaster Festival Live. I'm Paul Jasson. We are downtown on this Friday afternoon, and I don't know if it's more beautiful than any other day. Maybe it's because it's our last day downtown, we think it is. But it's a beautiful day in downtown Lancaster. Kelly Vaughn is across the street. She'll be starting about right now also at the Zane Square stage over there, so we'll hear something from her a little bit later in the show. So again, this is our Friday finale. Appreciate all the guests and all the folks that have helped put this thing together every day, Monday through Friday, and the festival winding down itself. We've got all of today's and tonight's events, and then tomorrow, just a couple of things across the street on the square there by the rotunda, and then Lee Bryce tomorrow night, so that really kind of wraps things up. So winding down for the 40th annual finale for the festival, and of course we're talking about Gary Sheldon and his finale too for the Lancaster Festival. So tomorrow night with Lee Bryce, that'll be kind of a bittersweet moment when you think of all the things that Gary has done here for the Lancaster Festival for 37 tremendous years. He has just been a rock and a wonderful guy to have. So anyway, we're glad you're here for a Friday. Paul Jasson with you, Lancaster Festival Live. One of our favorite Friday guests. I think Friday's about the only day we've ever had Judy Rare on, because for the most part, your events occur tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. So you 10 o'clock tomorrow, right behind us on the bricks over there, because they're a big group. At 10 o'clock, you have the Summer Youth Band. They'll be at the, they call it the concert stage, but you're out front where the community band and everybody plays.
Right.
So the youth band, you do this couple of months at You're a 12-month girl. There's no time off for school. When Fisher Catholic ends, other things begin.
You're right. That's true.
So you got the Summer Youth Band for a couple of months?
The youth band, yes. They start immediately after school. Okay. So they started the first part of June, the first Monday, and then we practice every Monday. And we gave a concert this past Monday at Redeemer Lutheran, where we practice. It was a concert on the lawn, and then we end with this concert on Saturday.
And now the youth band, who comprises them? Are they from just Lancaster inside, or are they entire county? People come from all around?
People come from all around. This year, the majority of the people are from Lancaster, but we have some that are coming from the Sheridan School District in Perry County, so that's nice. We invite people. We've had people from Logan before. We've had people from Canal Winchester, but this year it seems to have centered around Lancaster mostly.
And from areas that perhaps don't have a summer band program, like maybe Sheridan didn't have anything, or Logan didn't have a summer gig.
Yeah, we have some from Fairfield Union as well. So it's just some schools have their own little programs, and others don't. Yeah. And this is usually anybody who's a beginner. So fifth grade, I know I have some fifth grade band students in it, and it goes through those who are entering the 8th grade, because pretty much after that they go into marching band.
So 5th through high school?
5th through 8th grade. No, just middle school. It's just middle school.
Just middle school, okay. Boys and girls, and probably some of these people, probably all kinds of different levels of abilities. Some about the 5th grade, maybe some are just in their first or second year of learning, and maybe by the 8th grade you've got some that have a little more knowledge.
Yes, that's very true. And the youth, the younger ones, can take advantage of listening to the older ones. And that's what we talk about at the beginning. It's like they can be a mentor to the other ones. So their music might be too easy for them, but the others are challenged. And we had quite a few who felt like they were challenged, but they stuck with it. And I have helpers that are from the Lancaster Community Band, because we sponsor that. And so I have 15 helpers and then 3 student helpers that give them advice on how to play music. We show them you don't have to play everything as a 5th grader or a 6th grader. Play what you can, and we show them how to do that. So they just gain a lot of experience and have experienced people to listen to.
So do you have people, obviously, that come back for 2 or 3 years?
Yes.
They age out a little bit like that?
They do age out, and we had 3 who aged out last year that wanted to come back as student helpers, so we let them do that.
That was going to be the point I got to. So if you come in as a new person, you learn, and maybe then your time will come when you can perhaps mentor other people who take on young kids like you were.
That's true, and then some of them eventually can become community band members.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
A good feeder system to come right into that. And that's a nice thing that the community band does that, to sponsor that. Sort of like the chorale with the youth choir. They do that same thing there.
Yes.
And so that's at 10 o'clock tomorrow, your gig. So you're not done. So it's not enough just to do one thing tomorrow. So at 10 across the street, you'll have the summer youth band. And then at 11, you'll get ready. And the big boys and girls will come on, the Lancaster Community Band.
Right.
And you'll be putting on a concert at 11.
Yes. This is our 30th year. Yeah, we've been in existence for 30 years. And we are also premiering a song tomorrow that Clark Hubbard wrote for us in memory of one of our band members who passed away a year ago tomorrow.
Really?
Yes. So we are featuring his piece of music called Harvest.
So that'll be the premiere of that over there?
Yes.
Well, that's very
Yes.
nice. I assume his wife will be there, and she'll
Yes.
probably a difficult time for her because Matt,
it will be a difficult time.
The one that passed away, he was your right-hand man.
Yes, he was. And I definitely know that.
Yeah. So 30 years. So the community band has been going for 30 years?
Yes, as the Lancaster Community Band, yes.
And they start, so every year that it's been the community band, they were here?
Yes.
They've been at the festival?
Yes.
Have you always directed them?
Yes.
Okay. Because I remember there was something maybe back, if you remember Christian Badia,
Yes,
when he was
I
here
do.
the first 3 years before Gary came, they had some kind of, it was an adult band that they had over there, and you could just bring your instrument, and they played some evening. They did that for several years. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, they still do that. They call it a community orchestra.
Community orchestra. That they still do that?
Yeah, that's tonight.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's this evening. I
yes.
remember Gary talking about that, and yeah, so that's still going on too.
Oh, yes, I've played in that for several years as well, so I'll be bringing my flute tonight.
So you've got at 10 o'clock tomorrow the summer youth band, 11 the community band plays, and so your summer is more or less winding down. As I remember, schools typically start, and you're the music person at Fisher Catholic, so probably in mid or late August you'll be going back to school. So as band director, do you have a band camp that you handle for them?
Yes, we have a band camp. It's going to be a little bit different this year. We're going to do 2 days next week and then 2 days the following week because my teacher in-service days start August 9th. Yes, very early.
You know, I can remember, and you probably do, there was a time when you didn't start till after Labor Day.
Exactly.
And actually you got out before Memorial Day.
I know.
So summer was really summer. Now it's more like, 2 months maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I wish it would go back to that. But.
Yeah, that was a different time then. So you've got them going on, and I know you also head up a group that's going on, I don't know how many years now, Flutasia, a wonderful
32.
group. 32. So they've been
32.
around longer than the community band.
Then the Lancaster Community Band, yes.
Wow, that's amazing, and they perform all around the city and the county. They have and churches. I know you play gigs all the time.
Oh, we do. We played at Wagnall's Memorial last month. That was fun, and then during the Christmas time, we played at Franklin Park Conservatory.
Inside, I guess.
Inside in the tropical area. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
So, I mean, you pretty much a year kind of keeps going 12 months. There's
Yes,
no
it does.
beginning and no end.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
So 10 o'clock tomorrow. Weather's supposed to be good. We've been very fortunate with weather this
Yes.
year. Couple little, as you do, dribs and drabs here and there, but they've had a good time. So we're pulling for good weather for you tomorrow. So that
Good.
should be a lot of fun. How many kids did I ask? How many kids are in the youth band?
There are 52 this year.
Wow. I'd
Yeah,
say that's
52.
pretty big. And now
is pretty big.
the community band, I remember when you play out, they've gotten huge.
Yes, we have 80 on our roster now. Yeah, it just grew. Like after COVID, it just took off and grew. And we have such wonderful people. The whole band, I think that's what brings everybody in, is because everybody is so friendly and it's enjoyable. And they're fine musicians.
Very good.
It's a wonderful group.
Judy Rare, 10 o'clock tomorrow, 11 o'clock tomorrow, right behind us on the stage over there. Good luck tomorrow. Hope
Thank
everything
you.
goes well, and I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it will.
Judy Rare, who will be doing great stuff tomorrow for the Lancaster Festival.
Thank you.
Last night, speaking of the festival, the Chamber Music Classics concert Crescendo took place over at First Presbyterian Church. Let's listen to a little of that performance. There you go, the Chamber Music Classics concert Crescendo over at First Presbyterian Church. And we'd like to thank Buckeye Lake Marina for bringing that highlight to you. If you're looking for a new boat, a great pre-owned watercraft, or a place to get parts for your boat, Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. You can learn more at buckeyeLakeMarina.com. So Crescendo, that was very nice. Glad to have them. We are Lancaster Festival Live. We're downtown. I was looking at the beautiful shot behind me. You can tell the Parks Department has done tremendous things down here. The fountain looks amazing that I get to see every day, and behind me you see the beautiful flowers going on down here at the square. When we talked about the Lancaster Festival this week, it's been a big deal because this is their 40th year. Of course, it's the last year for Gary Sheldon, but 40 years of the Lancaster Festival. And if you think that's a big number, Dagger Law has 100 years of experience being in the law business here in Lancaster and Fairfield County. And we've got a couple young ladies here that can talk about that. To my immediate left is Hannah Travis, and then Riley Tate is on the far side. First of all, girls, thank you for joining us. You glad to be here? I know you are.
Yes, we are very excited to be here.
I thought maybe you lost the office pool and you were the ones that, because we have somebody different every year, which is nice. We get to chat. So you're just up the hill here at Dagger Law. You are both attorneys for Dagger Law. Do you specialize in anything?
Yeah, so I mostly specialize in domestic relations law, which to most people, maybe they would refer to it as family law, so divorces, custody, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like business, corporate, real estate, estate planning, everything like that.
Now, I know those are the things you like and wish you could do that. Are those pretty much the only things you do? I know you have a lot of attorneys up there, so if you want to say I'm in domestic things, is that pretty much all you have to do?
For me, yes. I feel like being a couple years in, I've pretty well established my practice area into that. So, yeah.
And you?
I'm newer, so I'm still experimenting in a lot of the different
Doing lots
areas.
of different things.
But they know that what I like, so they're giving me a lot of the cases that fit that criteria.
Now, I don't know. I was looking at the website. You have a great website. I don't know if it's daggerlaw.com. I'm not sure. Is that it?
Yes,
okay,
it
Dagger
is.
Law. A good website. Got lots of information. Pictures of all of you up there. Talks about your lives and what you've done, where you've gone to school. But how many attorneys? I don't know if there's 10 or 12. I'm not sure. Do you know?
We have 10, yes.
10.
Yep.
10 attorneys. And you got some old geezers up there like Regal and people like that. And, you know, Brian Schonk. We've had all these guys on over the years, and when they were kind of in your position at one time or another. So everybody has their little specialty. specialty that they do. And one thing we always talk about with Dagger Law, and really the reason you're here, is because your firm, Dagger Law, and I remember Bill Dagger so well. He was just a great guy. I went to school with his kids. I went to school with young Bill and Gail, his daughter. Wow. But Dagger Law has been such a integral part of the community. You're really involved with things around here, and I'm sure that's something that, as a firm up there, you stress.
Yes, absolutely. We love to be involved in the community and support all kinds of local events. So.
Now, you're not necessarily a Lancaster girl, but almost a Lancaster girl.
Correct, yeah. I am from Reynoldsburg, so not too far. So when I was looking for a job, I really loved how community-oriented Dagger was. I'm very involved in my community up in Reynoldsburg in the Pickerington area, so
Sure.
that was very attractive when looking for a job, and I knew Dagger was the right place for me.
Now, people that I know, and I have a lot of friends in Pickerington, Reynoldsburg is like the poor stepbrother up there. They consider that. You're maybe the tomato capital, but that's it. Pickerington kind of, they hammer you guys a little bit.
So she's a tomato princess. I just want to put that out there.
Tomato princess. Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey, thanks so much.
I'm surprised you don't have something on a sash
You know,
that would say
it's
that.
the Lancaster Festival this week. So.
When you become the Lancaster princess, you'll wear that. Now, where did you go to school? Well, Reynoldsburg perhaps, but where did you go then to college and law school?
I went to Ohio State for undergrad and Capital University for law school.
Okay, very good. And how about your walk to get here?
Yeah, so I went to Lancaster High School and then Ohio University down in Athens and then Capital for law school.
So you're both crusaders for
Yes.
your law degree. I bet a lot of them up there. Maybe some Ohio State, but maybe a Notre Dame person here every now and then thrown in. But I would say Capital, that's a tremendous record down here. I mean, a lot of attorneys in Lancaster and Fairfield County have been Capital people. That must be an exceptional law school.
Yes, it is.
I would
Considering I think of it more for music than I think of anything. You know, it's a great music, the choirs up there and the things they do, they're amazing.
Yeah.
So now you're down here. How does that work? You have a meeting several times a week and you just talk about the cases. Is it like you see on TV? You sit at a big long table and you just discuss the things that are going on at the law firm, do that several times a week?
Not really. I would say that it kind of depends on each person's practice area, but we're given a lot of freedom at Dagger, and so I, run my own caseload. Riley's already building her own caseload, and we just kind of handle that. But we have the support of the partners. Obviously, if we need help with anything,
Sure.
have their guidance there.
And I'm sure it's a good thing as particularly now as a newer person on the staff, I'm sure you look to guidance from some of these older gentlemen that went up there, the Marker Eagles and the people that I remember so well. I'm sure they are just tremendous resources that you can go to.
Yeah, we have an open door policy, so all the partners are available all the time, and they are just so willing and eager to teach us younger associates. Like you said earlier, there's hundreds of years of collective experience up there, and that wealth of knowledge is just great, and they're so quick to teach and build up their younger associates.
And probably, you think of the Brian Shongs and the Mark Regals, some of those people, they are truly local people. I mean, they've gone to school here and been here a long time. But I think one of the things that Dagger has done so well, and we talked about that, about how involved in the community, integrating you folks, and especially you're a local girl, you understand that. Now, I'm sure you're understanding it now. They get you involved in the community, and you see, really, Dagger does a lot in the community.
Yes, absolutely. We've been pretty involved this week. I know I went to the art walk last week and then went to the concert on Saturday, and we will both be at Lee Bryce tomorrow night, so we're really excited about that.
Now, are you Lee Bryce fans? Have you heard of Lee Bryce?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big country.
He obviously is a talented guy, a big country person. I'm probably somebody that doesn't know that much about music, maybe country music, but he's got a big following. There is no doubt about that. Have you heard him before?
Not in concert. I
No.
haven't.
I attempted, but he canceled his concert a few years ago, so I never rescheduled. But
Did you get to
yeah.
any of the other events out here? Were you out there last Saturday for Wilson Phillips?
Yep, absolutely. It was a
Michael
great time.
Jackson?
Yep.
Wow, you girls take it in.
Well, I've been walking down here on my lunch hour and have been listening to all of the lunch and just seeing everything that's going on.
That's pretty cool where you are there just to get down here 30 seconds and you got it going on.
Exactly, yeah, it's been amazing.
Well, Hannah Travis and Riley Tate, thank you for joining us. Welcome to Dagger Law. You're both doing tremendous things up there. We'll be looking forward to perhaps next year we get to have you here. But great job on what Dagger does in the community. Thanks for that.
Thank you. Thanks
We
for having
appreciate
us.
it. Thank you for having time to come down and talk to us on Lancaster Festival Live. That's great. We'll be back in just a moment.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
It is so important for families to feel comfortable and safe when they call, because oftentimes that first phone call, even picking up the phone physically and just dialing that number, is very hard. You're asking for something that is a very difficult and private decision, and so we want everyone to feel comfortable and safe that you pick up that phone, you make that phone call, and let us just guide you and lead you where you want. And then you can make an informed decision about what's best for you and your family.
Fairfield Federal. When it comes to our customers and our community, we go above and beyond to help. Our people make the difference. Personal or business banking, whatever you need, we take it seriously because we know you do. Stop by today at any of our 3 locations and see why the difference is clear. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Wow, that was great. Good to have you back with us. Lancaster Festival Live. We were downtown on Friday afternoon. Behind us, great music going on from Kelly Vaughn. We'll hear from her in a little bit, too. So this is our Friday edition. We'd like to welcome one of our favorite guests, one of the 2 favorite guests from GayFad Studios, David Annecy. David, welcome.
Oh, thank you, Paul. It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here with us because I think GayFad Studios, I mean, the resurgence that you've had in how many years? 3 or 4?
We just had our 2-year anniversary last Tuesday.
2 years. It's unbelievable, the impact in the community in just 2 years. But I think the downtown resurgence has just been perfect for you. It's been going on a lot longer than that. But you guys just opened your shop and fell right into it. And I guess that you boys have to feel pretty blessed to be in the position you're in.
We do. I mean, if you would have asked us 3 years ago if this was ever going to happen, we would have told you you're crazy. But in that time frame, we both have left our career jobs and are now working full-time at the business. And
more than full-time, I think.
Yes. Lots of late nights, lots of long weekends. But there's a lot of joy. There's a lot of kind of reward that we get in seeing what it's given back to the community, what it's given even back to the founder's daughter, Stephanie Taylor, just to kind of see her mom's legacy revived and see the whole community come back around it. It's been amazing.
Well, one thing I wanted to mention here that's not necessarily related to the festival was recently you had this big bottoms-up weekend. Now, tell us about that. This was remarkable.
Yes, it was great. Ever since we've gotten into the revival of GayFad, we've been trying to brainstorm about how can we truly celebrate an authentic piece of our Glasstown history and legacy. And we ended up coming up with an idea to host a 3-day weekend-long event where we celebrate mid-century 1950s, 1960s barware culture. So we literally had almost 20,000 people come in coast to coast right here to Lancaster for that weekend.
How many states or how big?
We had just about 30 states, coast to coast, from California to New York to Texas and Florida. People came here, they stayed here, and they spent here. We had a lot of really positive feedback from a lot of small businesses downtown that participated, our vendors that came in from all over the country for the barware show. People just had a good time, and they left with a great impression of Lancaster, which is wonderful. I think one of the most common feedback that we got was that y'all are so nice and that this is such a charming and beautiful city. So we are excited that we had a great first year, and we've already picked our dates for next year. It's going to be the last weekend in June, 27th, 28th, and 29th, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to host a second annual Bottoms Up event.
Well, that's something I didn't find out. I think I was down talking to you boys yesterday, and I thought, well, this is great, Bottoms Up, great, but that's going to be an annual event, and I did not know that.
Yes, yeah, we're looking to grow it. We really want to put Lancaster back on the map as a glass town, celebrate the history that we have here with anchor hocking and Lancaster glass, and even Gay Fad being more about the 1950s, 1960s mid-century design. And right now, nationally, mid-century is a hot topic. There's a lot of people interested in it. And for all the folks that have loved furniture and architecture and all the other kind of products from that era, not many of them know our Ohio history in producing glassware. So there's a cool opportunity for us to bring folks in and give them a great experience in our charming downtown, but also allow them to leave with a whole new appreciation for our heritage and history as a glass town.
Well, we're showing some of the shots from Friday night and some of the inside of your studios. Looks like everybody was having a good time on Friday night.
Yeah, Art Walk Night. We had thousands of people come in through the studios, which is also always a wonderful opportunity for folks who maybe aren't from here to see our town in a very vibrant and celebratory way. We always have a lot of new folks that had no idea that we were there. So it's a great time for all of us downtown small business owners. We get a lot of traffic, and we get a lot of repeat traffic of folks that come back later now that they've learned about us.
I can remember years ago when the Glass Museum was just talking about opening up. I kind of, what's that all about? I mean, an anchor hocking glass museum. I mean, who's going to go to that? Well, once again, Paul was not right. I mean, that thing has turned into a monster down here, and I don't know if it led to you guys opening up, but it certainly complements what you do tremendously. All the things that they have and all the things that you have, again, that really puts Lancaster on the map as Glass City.
It is, and we honestly owe our learning about Gay Fad to the Ohio Glass Museum. They have always had a display cabinet in the back gallery that has original Gay Fad glassware. And when we first moved here in 2016, we did all the touristy things, trying to learn what is Lancaster about. And that ultimately led us to pitching that as an idea for a mural project and eventually reviving that company. So
the mural was the first thing.
It was. It's what led us down this path. But it's the community valuing our history, our heritage, celebrating that. And the more we can re-expose new generations to that, the longer that will be celebrated. So it's a very important thing.
David Annecy is with us, along with Jason Owen, the Gay Fad Studios, just about a half block behind us here. And you've been here 2 years, and the mural kind of got things going. So I guess it would be appropriate to mention Chris Moody, who has been kind of a guardian angel for Gay Fad Studios and for all of Lancaster. Very few people do more for Lancaster and promote it than Chris does. But I know she was the one that got that mural going, and it just evolved from there.
Her and Joe have just been a godsend to us. They've been there every step of the way through all the milestones and achievements and all the long hours and hard work and volunteer that they've provided to us to help Gay Fad be a success. And they truly not only become good friends, but now they're like family, which is wonderful.
They are great. Chris and Joe, just wonderful people. So now, Gay Fad Studios, what are your hours down there that you're open?
Sure. We're only closed Mondays. Tuesday through Thursday, we're open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, we are open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Has those pretty much always been your hours?
They have, ever since we've opened.
Not changed them a little bit.
Correct. We like to catch the later crowd on Friday and Saturday. Folks come down, they have dinner, and they're looking for something else to do. We have the beautiful Gay Fad Museum. They can see over 4,000 pieces of original glassware made right here in Lancaster. And then we have our whole retail studio where we're now designing and producing new glass today that is very mid-century inspired. So there's a lot for people to see and do and learn, even in the late evening hours on the weekend.
And I would think, and I think there still are some Gay Fad people here in town, a few, not many, but I would think they'd be very proud of where Gay Fad is still lifted up as a great name.
Yes, absolutely. There's very few people that are still alive today, but for all the grandchildren and great-grandchildren of those past employees, we've had that sentiment shared of they're just so proud to see the story being told, that it's being valued and appreciated, and that more people are learning about it. So if we do nothing else, I think that has achieved our goal.
Well,
Yeah.
I walked in there yesterday just to see you boys about being on today, and
Yeah.
I'm just blown away by how much you've got in that little space. It's barely bigger than our little tent here, and you're just packed in there. So congratulations on the job you and Jason have done. It's been great.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Jason and David Annecy. We've had David with us today from GayFed Studios, and they've done a wonderful job over there. So thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
David Annecy from GayFed. And as it always does, the Lancaster Festival got underway on opening night. That seems so long ago, but it was just a little over a week ago at the Basilica of St. Mary of the Assumption Church, 40th anniversary celebration. Let's hear a piece from that concert.
The Lancaster Festival is back for its 40th and best season yet. With visual artists and star-studded concerts, the festival is an amazing experience for all ages, featuring dozens of free and paid ticketed events, including concerts with country star Lee Bright, legendary pop group Wilson Phillips, and much, much more. To see a full schedule and purchase tickets for festival events, visit lancasterfestival.org today.
Hi, this is Jason Booth with the Family YMCA of Lancaster and Fairfield County. Here at the YMCA, we provide a broad range of services to actively support the health and well-being of all folks across the community. We are once again very honored to be a recipient of the Buckeye Cares program. That means Buckeye will make a generous donation with every vehicle they sell this month. Thank you, Buckeye, for your ongoing support of the Family YMCA of Lancaster and Fairfield County.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs, 740-689-6991.
The Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities is proud to support the Lancaster Festival. There are many different events and programs the Lancaster Festival offers for all to enjoy. The festival brings together many generations and provides ample opportunities for our vibrant community to connect and make lasting memories. Be sure to stop by Fairfield DD's Social Purpose Enterprise, Art and Clay on Main, and Square 7 Coffee House to cool off and enjoy a handcrafted beverage. See you at the festival.
Welcome back to the Lancaster Festival live show. It's Friday afternoon. Paul Jasson with you, and good to have you here. And right now, as we are doing the show, Kelly Vaughn's across the street at the Zane Square concert stage. She's playing. Let's hear a little bit of Kelly Vaughn.
Well, I'm no good at asking for help. Yeah, I was raised to just take care of myself. It left me alone, set in my way. I guess I just figured it's how I'd spend my days. I tried my head.
Kelly Vaughn across the street at the Zane Square concert stage performing today live till about 1 o'clock. That clip was brought to you by the Fairfield County Park District, who ask you to save these dates. You can try your hand at candle dipping, rope making, pumpkin painting, and more during Harvest Celebration at Smeck Park in Baltimore, September 14 and 15. Then you can come and go wild, a nature fair. That's a day of guided hikes and presentations at Coyote Run near Pickerington on September 28th. Experts in their fields will share what they know about conservation and preservation. And then you can join us on these not-to-be-missed events and find out more details on them at fairfieldcountyparks.org. Now let's take a look at the calendar. That's brought to you by the Walker Shoe Center, a true sit-down, get your feet measured shoe store. They're at 737 East Main Street in Lancaster. We had Melissa on earlier this week. We thank her for that. Well, this afternoon, coming up yet, the final cafe concert of this year's festival, Noteworthy Women. That'll take place out at Cheers Chalet, begins at 3 p.m. Then tonight, you can always count on these things. The bike races for all ages 10 and under take place at Job and Family Services parking lot, a couple blocks away from here. Also at 5:30, Maestro Gary Sheldon's Community Orchestra. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. They'll have students and amateurs and the opportunity to sit in with festival orchestra members and be conducted by Maestro Gary Sheldon. Then from 7 to 9 tonight, big events. Brick Horse will be at the stage at Zane Square. Three-piece band covering everything from rock, pop, alternative, and country. So all that's going on. And that'll almost wrap it up except for tomorrow. You can spend your Saturday morning right here in downtown. We talked a good bit about that earlier. At 10 o'clock, the Lancaster Summer Youth Band will be at the Zane Square stage, and we heard from Judy Rare speak on that. And then at 11, that's at 10, then at 11, it's Judy and the Lancaster Community Band right at the stage across the street. She conducts both of those. And, of course, last but certainly not least, the big grand finale. Lee Bryce at the Lancaster Festival Orchestra. Concert begins at 8 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday night, at Ohio University's Wendell Concert Stage. So still some things going on. They're waning down a little bit, but still some things going on. We'd like to thank you for watching this week. You can watch all the programs live and on replay right here on Spectrum Channel 1021 or your CLN Hometown Connection YouTube channel, or by going to our Interface Video Facebook page, click on the live link. So we're getting ready to wrap it up. We'd like to thank everybody for being with us today. And we got a few thank yous to mention, some important people and places that have really helped us get through this week. We had a wonderful week down here. We've been under this big, beautiful tent. It's Personal Party Touch Rentals and Events. They've provided our tent. We'd like to thank United Way of Fairfield County, who gave us some space on Monday when we weren't too sure about the rain. Other great folks have included the Lancaster Parks and Recreation for allowing us to be down here and really spiffing up this downtown green space right here. It is beautiful. Also, the City of Lancaster, City Service and Safety Director's Office, Kerry Woody, and those folks have done a great job, and the mayor over there. And, of course, Lancaster Festival with Deb Connell, who we had on as our very first guest back on Monday, and then Gary Sheldon a couple of days ago. We're able to get him. Of course, it's a little bit bittersweet knowing that this is the swan song for Gary. He and his family are here, and you'll certainly be seeing them prominently mentioned, I'm sure, tomorrow night as they wind down with Lee Brice. We'd also like to thank the JCR Studios, who've provided the big screen behind us here. They've done such a great job. And also our IVP crew have been here each and every day getting everything done. It's led by Bob Campetti, Shane Messina, Donnie Ziegfeld, Josh Messerly, and Dylan Paschow. We'd like to thank them for all the work they've done down here to get this on every day. It's just been a great job. Thank you very much. Also like to thank our sponsors who we've mentioned every day, who've done such a great job allowing us to be on, and we've had just a wonderful slate of guests Monday through Friday. We appreciate everything they've done. So for all those folks and maybe anybody we forgot to mention, we thank you for joining us on Lancaster Festival Live this Friday. Enjoy the latter stages of the festival and say goodbye to Maestro Gary Sheldon. Thanks for joining us on Lancaster Festival Live.
Fairfield Federal, in cooperation with Interphase Video, presents the Lancaster Festival, live from downtown. Also brought to you by the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield DD, Buckeye Toyota, Fair Hope Hospice, Walker Shoe Center, Personal Touch Party Rentals, Fairfield Parks, Buckeye Lake Marina, and Dagger Law.